Many legal experts believe Nick Reiner is expected to claim insanity in the murder case involving his parents, and a resurfaced interview is now drawing intense scrutiny. The interview dates back to 2015, when Nick was promoting his film Being Charlie. He appeared on the addiction and recovery podcast Dopey, hosted by Dave Mannheim. During that conversation, Nick openly discussed his time at Alina Lodge, an addiction treatment center in New Jersey, and what he admitted doing when staff refused to give him medication. According to Nick himself, the clinic followed standard protocol and would not prescribe drugs, but Nick said he wasn't willing to accept that decision. In the interview, Nick described his mindset at the time, saying he asked himself how he could prove to the people of the treatment center that he was unstable. Nick told the host he decided to stage a dramatic incident. He said he intentionally threw a rock through a lodge glass window at the treatment facility. According to his account, a woman witnessed the act and immediately alerted staff. Nick claimed the incident was convincing enough that staff then prescribed him Wellbutrin, an antidepressant. This was Nick's own description, on the record, of pretending to be insane in order to obtain medication. Fast forward to now. Sources say Nick Reiner is expected to plead not guilty by reason of insanity in the murders of his parents, Rob and Michelle Reiner. Nick has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder after the couple was found stabbed to death at their home. TMZ sources say Nick had been diagnosed with schizophrenia, and in the weeks leading up to the killings, his medication regimen had recently changed. According to those same sources, Nick's substance abuse worsened his condition, and the medications he was on failed to stabilize him, leaving him increasingly erratic. Nick Reiner had reportedly been receiving treatment at a high-end mental health and substance abuse facility in Los Angeles, a center favored by wealthy and high-profile clients. According to TMZ, the cost of treatment at the facility was approximately $70,000 per month. Despite the intensive and expensive care, sources say Nick's condition continued to spiral. Nick has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in connection with the deaths of his father, filmmaker Rob Reiner, and his mother, Michelle Singer Reiner. Prosecutors have also included a special allegation that a knife was used in the killings. The charges carried the most serious consequences under California law.
Today I'm here to announce that our office will be filing charges against Nick Reiner, who is accused of killing his parents, actor-director Rob Reiner, and photographer-producer Michelle Singer Reiner. These charges will be 2 counts of first-degree murder with the special circumstance of multiple murders. He also faces a special allegation that he personally used a dangerous and deadly weapon, that being a knife. These charges carry a maximum sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole or the death penalty. No decision at this point has been made with respect to the death penalty. We have requested, and currently Nick Reiner is being held without bail. Special circumstances is a situation where one of the enumerated factors that lead to elevating in some ways a first-degree murder case to a special circumstance first-degree murder case occurs. One of those special circumstances is called multiple murders. Here we have 2, and it qualifies under the definition of multiple murders to allege the special circumstance in this particular case.
Nick Reiner made his first appearance in court on December 17th.
Nick Reiner made his first court appearance today. They brought him over from the county jail over here to this criminal courthouse in downtown Los Angeles. He was wearing, when he appeared, a padded vest that they use for suicide prevention at the jails, and he was in shackles. They brought him into the courtroom in a glass enclosed custody area, and all they really did substantively was move the next hearing to January 7th. He didn't enter a plea. He will probably do it on that date. The only words he said was to say, "Yes, Your Honor." He agreed to the change of date, and then he was taken away and is being taken back to the jail now. So it was a really a brief hearing, but significant in that it was the first time that he had appeared at all since he was arrested.
I just have a couple of quick words. First of all, and most importantly, this is a devastating tragedy that has befallen the Reiner family. We all recognize that. Our hearts go out to the entire Reiner family. There are very, very complex and serious issues that are associated with this case. These need to be thoroughly but very carefully dealt with and examined and looked at and analyzed. We ask that during this process you allow the system to move forward in the way that it was designed to move forward, not with a rush to judgment, not with jumping to conclusions, but with restraint and with dignity and with the respect that this system and this process deserves and that the family deserves. So with that, we are set for January 7th for an arraignment. That's the next court date, and that's all I have to say at this point. There may be more at some other point, but today we're going to rest on where we stand procedurally, which is this was a continuance of arraignment. Nothing happened today substantively. We'll be back for an arraignment in the same department on the 7th of January. We'll see you then. Happy New Year.
An arraignment has been scheduled for January 7th, 2026. Until then, he remains in isolation on suicide watch inside a jail already under intense scrutiny.